And I'm going to share with you an analogy in the Quran. The Quran is compared to multiple things. In the Quran itself, in order for you to understand what the Quran is, Allah gives you analogies. And one of the most powerful analogies in the Quran for the Quran itself is rain. It's rain. أَنزَلْنَا مِنَ السَّمَاءِ مَاءً فَسَالَتْ أَوْدِيَةٌ بِقَدْرِهَا. Allah sends water from the sky. And the simple parallel is that Allah sent the Quran from the sky just like He sends water from the sky. The water that comes from the sky gives life to the earth, the dead earth. Just like the Quran that came down gave life to dead hearts. It brings the hearts back to life. So the parallel is very simple. The Quran is compared to what? To rain, okay? Now, let's think about rain deeply a little bit in the way Allah describes it, because when Allah is describing rain and the effect of rain, what He's also talking about is the Quran and the effect of the Quran. That parallel, once you understand it, then you'll understand that every time Allah is talking about water and what water does, He's actually also talking about the Quran and what the Quran does, what revelation does. Now, one of the descriptions of rain is that it produces vegetation, it produces life. But it doesn't produce the same kind of life. It's the same water that falls all over the earth, but the kinds of fruits and the kinds of trees, the kinds of flowers, the kinds of grass, the kinds of vegetation and shrubs that come out of the earth are all very diverse. All very diverse. As a matter of fact, even the fruits that look the same. Maybe there's an orange tree here and there's an orange tree somewhere in Southeast Asia. The orange is going to taste different, isn't it? It's not going to be the same. So even though the water is the same, what it produces in fruits and benefits and life is actually very, very, very diverse, isn't it? This is important to understand because the Quran is one and the same. The Quran is one and the same. But the way it inspires you and what it inspires you to do and the good that will come out of you, the way that you're going to blossom and bloom, the fruits that you're going to produce are not like the person sitting next to you. I am standing up here on stage and I've got this mic in front of me and this is what I am capable of doing. But that does not mean that that is the capability Allah gave you. Perhaps you are a different kind of tree, a different kind of shrub, a different kind of plant. There's not one thing to do for Islam. There are countless numbers of things to do for Islam. The earth, all of the earth needs water. And all of it will produce vegetation. And all of that vegetation and all of that produce has its own purpose. Think about that and understand that every one of you has unique potential. And your life is going to be a life, if you understand the analogy of the Quran, plants have an impact, don't they? Plants have a positive impact on their environment. Not only are they releasing oxygen, they're also providing food for the environment around them. They're sustaining the entire ecosystem, aren't they? So they are fed by the water, and now they are the means by which the earth is fed. We are fed by revelation, and we are going to be the means by which the world will be a better place. The world will be fed, and it won't be fed in one way. You guys, each one of you, have unique talents, unique creativities, unique potential. Not only is it your job to discover that, but then it becomes your job incumbent upon you, inspired by the Quran, that you are not a pursuer of happiness, nor a pursuer of cool, nor popularity, nor prestige, nor money, nor excellence. You are going to be in pursuit of impact, inspired by the word of Allah. And by the way, excellence is a byproduct. It will come anyway if you're properly inspired. And money, Allah will throw it in your hands. You won't even have to ask for it. The rizq will come and it will come pouring down. The provision will come from Allah. It will come if you have the right mindset, if you have the right mentality. But you and I have to now start thinking about being people of impact.